Hey, what's up and welcome. Matthew here, the designer and developer from South Africa. I am going to quickly tell you the shortest way I know how. Who is this video for? So that you cannot spend your precious time on content that you don't really like. So the best way to do that, I just have to ask you a question. I know you are going to think this question is so obvious. Let me warn you, the question is not that obvious. Do you know ShadCN? Do you know ShadCN? Your answer is obviously yes, and unfortunately you don't know ShadCN. I think you know ShadCN UI as a component library, not ShadCN as a person. This is the person that I'm asking. ShadCN as a person. As you can see, this guy is a person. He exists in a real world. I don't really know where from China, Japan, Nigeria. I don't really know much about that, but I was asking the person behind. Interestingly, at some point tweeted that he is joining Vercel. So this is a proof that ShadCN is a person more than just a UI library. So most of us, including me, we are consuming his own intelligence. I don't think we really know much about him. Okay, go back to the video. This video, it's about a component library that I have created, which is Mtt Components. Why I started with ShadCN? I just realized that ShadCN could have been 100 times stronger, popular and powerful than it is, but the owner decided to let us decide what ShadCN is. What do I mean by letting us decide? Simply because he just stated on the documentation what ShadCN is, and that was it. He is never there to really explain and give us details and show us practically what ShadCN is, and most of all to explain his own philosophy. Maybe would have understood ShadCN better. Okay, so with that being said, I created Mtt Component, which is a component library, and in this video I am going to create this awesome shopfront UI with a carousel using my own component library, which is Mtt Component. Why am I doing that? Simply because on the internet, when I was a bit confused about what ShadCN is, I was hoping to find a video explaining ShadCN UI, but by ShadCN himself. I wanted to know more about maybe his philosophies and how he got about creating it. This was going to help me understand the chief aim of ShadCN, instead of listening to different opinions from different developers in different parts of the world saying something about ShadCN. I'm also included in those developers. I also said something about ShadCN. So we are going to create this awesome shopfront. So what's in it for you? Okay, first of all, I'm going to show you how to create a light and dark theme. Okay, how to create this feature. This is going to be simple. This is going to be easy, simply because it's part of the library. So you do nothing in order to implement this feature. You don't really even have to code much except copy and paste. I want you to focus on important things that matters, and that is solving the problem at hand. So I'm also going to show you how to create this awesome carousel. My apologies about that. This awesome carousel which pauses when you hover over it, and also I'm going to show you my apologies about that. So also I'm going to show you how I created these awesome images. Okay, as you can see. So let's just jump straight into the Mtt component so that I can show you. So as you can see, guys, this is a Mtt component. In case you want to know more about it, I've got a Mtt form here. A Mtt form is just an interface which was inspired by ShadCN form, but ShadCN form was too long. The code is too much, and also when you want to integrate an image picker like this one, it's a mission and a half. How long is ShadCN code? Maybe just an estimation. In order to get this component, this form component with all these inputs, it might take you more than plus minus 200 lines. Okay, but with met forms, I think it's less than that. Let's quickly see. As you can see, guys, starting from here, I think up until here. Okay, up until here. So this is Mtt Component. So everything that I'm going to show you here, it's also here. I'm going to show you how to do it. So this video, it's not really a UI building video, but it's me explaining my own intelligence and how I thought about building Mtt Components, something that I think most libraries, they are lacking. Obviously, there are some people who are doing a good job or a great job on representing their own libraries. I think a guy like 10 Stack, I think it's 10 Linsley or something like that, but the guy who created 10 Stack, and I think also the guy from React Query, if I'm not mistaken, which is now 10 Stack Query, but there is a person representing it. But some libraries, there is no one representing the library. So without wasting time, I hope you are going to enjoy the video. I am going to show you my own Mtt component. In doing so, I'm going to show you how to create this awesome UI. In case you might want to support me, don't forget I've got a React Advanced Component Composition course and also Next.js ShadCN UI with Typescript. Should you want to contact me, feel free to visit my website and just click here for a discovery call in case you might want to ask me something specific. I'm Mtt, the designer and developer. This Mtt component has got also a Figma file. So in this video, I am going to show you everything. I hope you are going to enjoy this one. If you like content like this, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. So with that being said, let's start on the Figma file and do what on the Figma file. Let me teach you how to use the Figma file. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create something like this, okay, exactly something like this, hoping that I will be showing you how do you use this Figma file. Okay, let's say you want to create your own, what can I say, your own application. Okay, so let's just go, and remember guys, this is not a Figma tutorial. Okay, if you might want to learn UX UI, like details about Figma, please come here. I've got this channel called Coded UI. As you can see here, I teach people how to use Figma specifically. Okay, so I hope you got that. Let's go back here to this file. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create this as it is. Okay, so let's quickly do that, guys. We are not going to take long here. Let's just take this what can I say, this size of this canvas, which is MacBook Pro. As you can see, guys, this is desktop. All right, okay, fine. So what we want to do first, let's say we want to add this component. Okay, this component, right? And then what we are going to do here, we are going to copy, I don't think we can copy this component from here. If we want to copy and paste to where we want it to be, but I believe there is also another different way in which you can edit on Figma. Okay, as you can see, guys, I've added it, and then when I click here and click present, let's say this is not what I want to present. Let's see, my apologies about that. This is not what I want to present. This is an empty frame. Let's see, where is the other one? Nope, not this one. Okay, let's just go back where. Okay, my apologies, guys. This is what I want, and I want this to be in the center. Okay, just showing this is in the center. I want to click this MacBook Pro and I want to present. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, so as you can see, guys, it's easy. You just drag and drop and this will be there. Okay, in real life, you can see here is it. Okay, now let's go back here. So we are going to be a bit quicker, guys. Okay, Okay, so now we want this one, and we also want the Mtt avatar. Okay, we want the avatar here. Okay, let me take this one to this side. Okay, we also want the avatar, which is this one. Okay, let's see on assets. Can't we drag and drop these avatars from here? Don't I have these? Or it's me. Can't I have, let's say, Mtt avatar? It's not here. Okay, fine. For now, let's just use the drag and drop, the copy and paste. Okay, so I'm just going to copy. I'm not going to copy this from here. I'm going to copy it from the original. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, where is the Mtt avatar? Here is it. Okay, I'm going to copy it from here, and then I'm going to paste it here. Okay, and then let's just get a logo. Let's just create a logo. I'm not sure if I'm going to say fruit or what, or we are going to do a vegetable. Okay, let's see, is there any fruit? Let's use this as a logo. Okay, I like the apple. Okay, let's go back here and copy and paste. Okay, let me close this because this one is confusing me. Let's go back here, paste, and then I'm going to take a text here. Let's say this is Mtt. Let's say Mtt fruit. Okay, let's say that is the name of our what, maybe of our company. Okay, of this fictitious company, Mtt fruit, and that is it. Okay, that is our logo. Apologies about that. I'm going to press K to minimize this. Okay, and then I'm going to press Shift A to make an auto layout, and then V so that I can get these details. As you can see, the alignment is not right, and then the alignment is perfect. Okay, and then let's just choose some identity colors. Okay, which is different shades of green. Okay, different shades of green. Happy with this, and then this green again here. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Let's just make gray here. Okay, I'm happy with this, guys, as you can see. So now we are supposed to be done with our let's say our top bar. Okay, I think we are done with our top bar. So what we want to do, guys, okay, we want to highlight these and press Shift A, okay, so that they can create some sort of a layout, and then these ones also Shift A so that they could be also on the same layout. Press V to get more details. I'm happy with this, and then let me just center all of these. I think, guys, we are done with the top bar. Okay, so let's just test our prototype. Let's say this is Mtt fruit, our e-commerce. Okay, let's prototype this and see. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. It's just that, oh, let's see. Okay, I don't really see this. Okay, but I can see this one, but that one I don't really see it, which means let me just click here and move it something like this, and then center it, and then let me go back and see. Okay, still it's not visible. Let me maximize it and see. Yes, still it's not as visible as I want it to be. That's not much of a problem. Move it closer. Okay, and then down a little bit. Okay, let's save and let's see. Okay, I'm happy with this, guys. Okay, as you can see. So this is how you use this. Okay, and then let's add our slide. Okay, which is our carousel. Okay, if you want to know what is it in terms of the actual implementation, it's something like this. I'm expecting this to slide, as you can see, guys. Okay, so this is what we are going to add. This is the component. Okay, so how are we going to add that component? We go to, where is it? Here is it, guys. Okay, let me just copy this component and then paste it here. Okay, and also I might as well change the size of this. Okay, and then let me paste this component here. Okay, as you can see, guys. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to press K so that I can scale it. Okay, sorry, so that I can scale it. As you can see, this means you are scaling it. I'm going to scale it up a little bit. Okay, okay, what I can do also, I can take the width of this and then put this here and then press V to get more details, change the width so that it can fit. Okay, it didn't do what I want to do. Let me press here, press K, and then maybe let me lock the aspect ratio and let me paste that width. Okay, but still it doesn't do what I want it to do. Okay, let me try to scale it manually. Okay, so as you can see, guys, here I'm exactly on the edge and I am scaling it so that it can fit on this edge, as you can see. Okay, I'm happy with this. This is our slide. Okay, and then what we want, this slide has been designed in such a way that, let's go to, as you can see, there is an image here and there is some sort of a space for you to put whatever that you want, your text, your word, your JSX. Okay, so, or your HTML. So let's do that here. So what we want to do, what might be the slogan? Okay, maybe I can use ChatGPT to help me with this. Okay, please create content for an online fruit shop, including slogans, this is wrong, slogans, and more. Okay, let's see. All right, so I don't want to think on it. Okay, let's just take freshness delivered straight to your door. I think this makes sense to me. Not sure about you. Okay, because I haven't thought of it, so I cannot say this is not what I was looking for because I didn't think of it. Okay, so let's put the slogan somewhere here. Okay, let's put the slogan here, and then let's use our identity colors. We might as well, yes, we can make it bold. Okay, so as you can see, guys, here we are not actually, what can I say, let me like this. Okay, here, guys, I'm not like designing, okay, making it something like which is beautiful or realistic or whatever. So I'm helping you to understand how to use this template or this Figma file. Okay, so as you can see, maybe we might want to have a button here which is order now. Okay, order. I think as 2024 ends, it looks like I am losing my spelling, whatever. Okay, I keep on writing wrong spellings, but guys, English is not my mother tongue, so that might be the problem. So I'm going to press Shift A. Okay, and then I'm creating a button there, and then I'm going to put a fill color, and I'm going to put this, and then this text is going to be white. Okay, okay, so as you can see, guys, this color is becoming too much now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with gray here. Not only just any gray, this gray. Okay, and then this button, for now I'm going to leave it like this. Okay, with sharp corners. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. So I'm going to click on this one, click on this one, Shift A. Okay, as you can see, click on this and click on this one and align it. Okay, so that it can be perfectly centered. So I hope this and this is plus minus the same thing. Okay, and then what I want to do now, I want to, okay, let's change this image. Okay, let's just go to Google and look for Okay, let's just go to images and then fruit. Okay, fruit images, that's what I want. I think this one will work. Okay, let me just do what? Copy it. And then what I want to do, I want to go back here. I will double click here until I see this image, and then I will paste it. Okay, so as you can see, guys, okay, let's say we are doing this to like some sort of show the client. Okay, we are doing this to show the client. Okay, so that the client can approve, and then maybe we're going to get the job. Okay, so let's go back to featured products. Featured products. Okay, and then we are just going to highlight this and press Control B and make it bold, and then we need to stick to our identity colors. Let's see, featured products. Okay, I think this can work. I'm going to press K so that I can scale this up. Okay, and then let's create these images, and then we are going to use a component here which is called Mtt Image. Let's check, guys. Okay, there's a component called Mtt Image here. As you can see, it's a component like this. Okay, and then here is it, which is Mtt Image. Okay, here is it. I'm going to copy this, come here and paste it. In fact, I've pasted it on the wrong place, but that's not much of a problem. I'm going to press K to scale it down. Scale it down. Okay, and then I'm going to need more of these. Okay, let me scale it up a little bit, because as you can see here in this design, these are too small. Okay, but now I want to make these a little bit bigger. Okay, because I don't have more content here. Okay, as you can see, it's only this and that's it. So I'm going to make these a little bit bigger. All right, and then let's just prototype this and see how it looks like. Okay, let's just prototype this and see how it looks like. Is it presentable? Is it what we want? It looks like it's somewhat there. Okay, as you can see, but it's too long. Okay, like our screen horizontally, it's too long. So what we want to do, my apologies about this, I want to highlight this and highlight, let me group this data or that text with the slide. Okay, with the carousel. Okay, so let me move this up a little bit. Okay, and also let me move this up a little bit. I'm happy with this, and let me move this up a little bit. Okay, and let me try to align everything. Okay, and then move this up a little bit. Let me save it and see, guys, how it looks like. I think we are getting there, guys. Okay, I think we are getting there. Okay, I'm happy with this. So let's go back here and check. Obviously, we don't want me here as much as I would like to be famous, but I don't have to be here. Okay, so let's see. Let's take these strawberries. Okay, what can I do? Let's take these apples. Okay, apples, and then copy and double click here. Once you see the image popping up, this one, then you can paste, and that is it. Okay, now let's go back to here and let's prototype and see what will happen. I'm happy with this. Okay, but as you can see, we've got item name here, of which we don't want that. Okay, we want the name. Okay, so let's just type here. Let's go back here and let me show you. Here on the top left here, there is a component here that is invisible. Okay, so let's just double click. As you can see, guys, here is it. Okay, so what we want to do, this is some sort of a text element. Let's see if I click on it. As you can see, here is it. There is item name. What if maybe I can change this item name to Apple? Let's see. Okay, what will happen? Not really. I've changed the wrong thing. Let me just click undo, undo. Okay, but what I know, there is a text here, okay, which we can change to April. Okay, here I was looking for quick ways or better ways to change it. But as you can see, guys, now that we have changed it the way in which we want to, and then it works. So as you can see, these are apples. Okay, maybe do we really want to put the price there? Maybe because we are selling these apples. Okay, maybe we might type here apple, and then let's say I'm using South African rand, let's say 250. Okay, okay, save. Let's check. Okay, there's no space there. Okay, let's see where else can we edit this besides here. If not, that means I will need to improve this template so that it can make things easier for us. As you can see, now that I don't see the text, then it becomes a problem. So let me just do this, guys, so that I can see it. Where is the color? Okay, for now I think the color is 0%. Okay, let me, okay, as you can see, guys, so now I can see it. Put some space there, and then put it back to white and put it back to 0%. Why it's not changing now? Put it back to white and put it back to 0% here. I think let's go back here, guys, and see. So as you can see, guys, okay, I think now what we want to do, we can duplicate this. Okay, Control D. In fact, let me Control C, Control V, and then move this to the side. And then I'm going to highlight all of these and press Shift A. As you can see, guys, everything has been highlighted nicely. And then when I'm here, I can just click one of these and press Control D, 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 as you can see, guys. Okay. Okay, as you can see. But this is not going to be some sort of a slide, so I don't need the last one. Okay, it is not going to be a slide. Okay, so that means there's nothing that will go underneath or over this edge. Okay, so what I can do here, I've got apples here, and then let's go back here and choose another fruit. Okay, let's see, what else could I choose? Banana. Let's see, let's choose banana, copy the banana, and let's go back here, click here until we see the image, and then paste. Okay, and obviously we are going to come here, and then still we don't really see what's going on there. Let's just type banana and put a different number. Let's go to the prototype and check. Banana, 56 rand. I think this works well. Okay, obviously, guys, since this is a demonstration, I'm not going to do a lot of things. Okay, this is not a Figma tutorial or something. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to create this background. Okay, so how are we going to do that? We can highlight this one and press Shift A for auto layout, and then we can highlight the one that has been selected and press Shift A again, meaning that I'm creating another container on top of that. Okay, and this is the container that we will change its color. Okay, and then what I want to do, I want to center it. Okay, as you can see. So now that I've highlighted this, I can go on fill. Okay, and then I can highlight here, as you can see, guys. Okay, and then now I don't think this rounded corners is necessary. Okay, more especially when everything here is like sharp corners. Okay, I don't think it blends in with the theme. As you can see, everything has got sharp corners. So I don't think there is a need for me to make rounded corners. Feel free to do whatever that you want. So I'm going to click this layout, and I'm going to go to, first of all, let me center everything. I'm happy with that. And let's go to the padding. I'm happy with this. Okay, and what else? I think this one, there's nothing special with this. Okay, there's nothing, I'm not sure, complicated. So I can copy this and paste this here. Okay, just for the sake of time. And then I'm going to change color to this one. Okay, let me just make sure that I center everything. Take this, and center it. Guys, I think I'm done with the UI. Okay, I think I'm done with the UI. This is perfect. And then what I want to do, I'm just going to export this as an image so that I can use it. Where is JPG? Okay, so that means we need to create this page using Mtt Components. Okay, and that is it. Okay, let's open it here and check. Hey guys, I'm happy with this. Okay, if I was a client, I was going to be happy with this. Okay, cool. And then what we want to do now, we want to put a project, okay, a Mtt Fruit project. So let's go to our documentation. And then let's go to startup. Check here, guys, how easy things are going to be. First of all, we are going to use Next.js 14, not 15, not the latest one. Okay. The reason why I've tried using the latest one and I ran into a lot of complications, things were misbehaving, and I was like, why don't you just go back to 14? Okay. So I'm going to use 14 on purpose. Okay. So I've already got a folder here which is shop, okay, which is I'm just going to copy this path, and then I'm going to go here on my Visual Studio Code and open a folder, and then I'm going to go straight to that folder, as you can see. And then inside that folder, I'm going to run this command. Okay, I'm going to copy this. Okay, I'm creating a Next.js project, and then I'm going to go back here. And then what else am I going to do? I am going to do what? I'm just going to change the name to Mtt Fruit. Okay, to Mtt Fruit. I think that is it. And then I'm ready to hit enter. Okay. Obviously this will take some time. Okay, this will take some time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this part one here. Okay, I'm avoiding like long videos. So I'm going to end part one here. I'm going to let this take its own time to install and sometimes it might be affected by even my internet. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here, and then we are going to continue on the next one. Guys, please don't forget, should you want to support me, you can come here on Udemy and search Matthew Msingati. Also, there will be some links to my Udemy courses in the description. So I've got this React Advanced Component Composition and also the Next.js one, ShadCN UI with TypeScript. So feel free to come here and you can support me here. These are interesting courses. Okay, you can learn a lot from them. If you might want to contact me, this is my website. Okay, I've got a 10-hour coaching course here. You can click here, discovery call. You can give me your name and your email, and that will be it. I don't think there's something else that I have missed. In case you might want to learn user interface design, you can come here and check coded UI. I am Matthew Msingati. I am the designer and developer from South Africa. All I want to do is to show you that you can also do it. As I've told you that I don't have any accolades. I have not worked for Google. I have not worked for Amazon. So if I can do it, I'm just thinking that you can also do it. Hence, I'm showing you the possibilities. So I'm going to explain everything here and all these components. I think on the next video, I should start by demonstrating or showing you all of these components so that you can have an idea of what are these things and what they are here for. Let's just check here. So as you can see, guys, it's asking me, do I want to use TypeScript? Yes. ESLint. Yes. Tailwind CSS. Yes. No. Yes, okay. Here, basically, you can just click enter, 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 and that's it. So, guys, see you on the next one. Don't forget to click the link in the description. If you want this folder, which is Mtt Component as a folder, check my coded Substack, and then you will be redirected to my Substack. If you already subscribe to my Substack, and then you are going to receive some sort of an email automatically with everything. I am Matthew Msingati. I'm the designer and the developer. Stick with me. I'll take you places and to see different faces. See you on the next one.
Hey guys, my apologies for disturbing. In case you didn't know, we've got a course at Udemy. If you're watching this on Coded Design, I also got another YouTube channel for teaching you Figma, and that channel is Coded UI. In case you want to be updated by everything that we do here at Coded Design, please check the link in the description below to our Substack newsletter. Thank you so much. I hope you are enjoying.
This is part 2. What are we doing here in part 2? We are trying to create this web page or this page using Mtt Component. What is Mtt Component? Mtt Component, it's a library, a UI library that I have created. As you can see, you can check the link in the description to check the documentation, this link, okay? So this is where we are. So in the previous video, we only created a Next.js project by copying this. So we can say we only did part 1, step number 1. What if maybe you want part 1 of this video? You can just come here and you can click here. So this is part 1. So this is part 2. So the only thing that we have done is just to create a Next.js project, and we have given it a name. Okay, so the only mistake that I did on the previous video is to install this Metfruit, which is the new project, on a different location or on the wrong location. Okay, so as you can see, this project is inside Mtt Components, okay, of which it was not supposed to be here. So what I'm going to do, guys, okay, I'm just going to right click here and reveal in Explorer, and I'm just going to cut this folder, this one, okay, this folder to a different location, and that is it. Okay, so that will mean I have to close it here. Okay, my apologies about that. I didn't really notice it. Okay, so I'm just going to cut or copy for now. Let me just copy it. Okay, let me just copy it. Okay, I think there's a folder here called shop, and I'm going to paste this folder here. So the only difference will be I'm just going to open this project from a different location. I think on your side it's not going to be much of a problem because obviously you have installed it in a folder that you want. Okay, so even me, I'm just doing this to keep my work clean. Okay, so let's continue, guys. Okay, so as you can see, let's see, where do we want to be? Okay, we want to create this, and we are going to use Mtt Components. Okay, if you might want to get this, maybe you might ask, then how do I get Mtt Components? Where is the CLI command to install Mtt Component in my project? You don't necessarily install Mtt Component. Mtt Components, it's a folder, okay, with some files in it. How do I get the folder? In the description below, there is a link to my Substack. Okay, so what you do, you click that link and subscribe to my Substack. Automatically you will get a list of all the files and projects that I did. Okay, then on item number 21 and 22, you will see a link to download the folder, which is Mtt Component. It's going to be something like, let's check. It looks like I don't have it opened here, but I will show you now. It's going to be a zip folder, and then from then you are going to follow me, and I'm going to show you how to import it into your folder. And then you are going to get also another link to this Figma file, okay, because this UI library has got a Figma file as well. So we are still waiting for this to finish. Okay, let me just pause the video so that I cannot take much of your time unnecessarily. I will come back when this is done copying. Thank you so much for understanding. Okay guys, I'm back. As you can see, we are done copying. Let's see, copying the files. Okay, let's just go back to CorelDRAW project, go to shop, and here is the folder. So I'm just going to open this folder on Visual Studio Code, and then we are done. My apologies for that little bit of a delay. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open this new folder, open folder. Okay, as you can see, I'm going to paste. Okay, then we've got the project. Okay, and that is it. This is just a new project. Okay, so let's go back to the documentation. Okay, on setup, as you can see, we are done with step number 1, creating a Next.js folder. Step number 2 is to install ShadCN. Okay, this component, this library, I've created it in such a way that it makes use of ShadCN. So you just come here and copy, and then from there you go to your folder. Okay, make sure you are in the right place. Okay, let's just wait for this terminal. As you can see guys, this is where I am inside this folder, and then I'm going to install ShadCN by pasting. Okay, even to install ShadCN, it's not that complicated. Okay, it's just this simple. We will just click next, 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 and that is it. Okay, let's just wait for that to finish. Am I connected? Yes, I'm connected. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's just quickly go to ShadCN. In case you don't know ShadCN, or maybe in case ShadCN has updated, maybe there's a different way of installing it. Okay, because this information, this one, it might be outdated. Okay, so it's also important for you to keep checking. Okay, to keep checking. Let's check installation and Next.js. These command npm, I don't want that. I want npm npx. Okay, I think this command is still the same. As you can see guys, everything is working. So here let's just click enter, enter, enter for simplicity's sake. Okay, so one might ask, why are we starting with ShadCN? Okay, ShadCN has a potential to override some of our folders. Okay, so imagine us setting up a lot of things, let's say in terms of style and tailwind config and changing colors, and then we install ShadCN later, and only to find out that ShadCN will override those and delete some of those files and also put its own files there. Okay, so it will be a little bit of a waste of time. Okay, so that's why I'm starting with ShadCN. So guys, we are done installing ShadCN. Let's go back here to Mtt Components. Let's check step number 3. Okay, step number 3 is to add all ShadCN components. Okay, the ones that this Mtt component library is going to need. So instead of taking you here to ShadCN and installing all of these one by one, I think I've got you covered here. You can just copy this and paste it in your own code, and that is it. Obviously it might take some time because this is a lot, but it will work. And then what I'm going to do, if I can see that it's taking some time, I'm just going to pause the video. Okay, but it's supposed to work. As you can see guys, checking the registry. Okay, updating tailwind config.ts. As you can see guys, everything is just working. So if you can follow this as it is, you will never go wrong. So what else? As you can see guys, installing dependency, I think everything is working. Okay, there won't be any errors here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to pause the video, and then I'll come back when this is done, since this is a lot of components. Okay, it's not just one component, this one. Okay, it's not just one component, it will take a little bit of time. So as you can see, so see you soon. All right guys, I'm back. As you can see, we've just installed a lot of ShadCN components. So let's just quickly check. Let's just go to components. As you can see, inside a folder UI, we've got a list of components. Okay, so now that we've got the component folder, we are ready to some sort of, I'm not sure if I'm going to say install, even though this is not going to feel like installing. It's going to look like copy and paste. Okay, So let's see, can't I go to the folder that I want to go to so that I can get the Mtt Component folder. Okay, let's go to here, Mtt Components. Yes, I think here is this folder, this one. Okay, so then again, if you want to get Mtt Component, just check the link in the description below to my Substack, and then from then you are going to subscribe and get a list of links, and then in one of those links, I think it's link number 21 or number 22, you are going to be redirected to this folder. So you are going to download this folder as like a zip, and then from then you just copy it to your component, and that's all. Okay, so to us this means installing. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Let me just reveal in Explorer, and then from then here on components, I'm going to paste this here. Okay, and that is it. You've just installed Mtt Components. Okay, if you click here, here are all the files and folders that I've created. Okay, so I think we are done with this step. Let's just go back to the documentation. Okay, so we are done. Step number 2. Now we are okay. We are done with step number 3. Now we are on step number 4. We need to install all the packages that are needed. Then again, we're not going to install these one by one. You just copy here and then you just click paste. Obviously, it's going to take some time because this is a lot of components, as you can see. So then again, I'm just going to pause the video and then come back when this is done. But before I do that, let me just show you that everything will proceed like normally. Okay, there won't be any some sort of problems or challenges. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for any changes from this state. Okay, just to show you that there won't be an error. Everything will proceed normally. Okay, so basically what we are going to do here, we are going to create, where is that image? We are going to create, I think I've lost that image, but it's still here. Okay, this is what we are going to create. Okay, this is what we are going to create using Mtt Components. Okay, let's go back here and check. Okay, it's taking some time. Let me just pause the video and then I'll come back when it's done. Okay, but believe me, everything will work well. Hey guys, as you can see, we've just installed all the necessary packages that we need without a hassle. So for now, I'm just going to, should I run it? Obviously there will be some errors, I'm thinking. Okay, so let's just continue with the setup. Okay, so that I can run the project when I'm done with the setup. Okay, so the other thing that you need to do now, you need to some sort of create a layout. Okay, you need to override the layout page that you have, which is the main layout. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are just going to copy this. Okay, and then you go to your main layout app, main layout, as you can see. So what we will need to do here is to just copy everything, delete it, and just paste this one. Okay, suppose you don't have any errors. Okay, as you can see guys, we are importing everything from components mtt. Okay, so that's why we put this folder inside component. As you can see, everything works well. Let's continue and check the next step, which is step number 6. We need to, I think also we are going to change the tailwind config. Okay, we need to just copy this and go to our tailwind config. This is a normal tailwind config, and we are going to change that to this one. Okay, as you can see, and then we are just going to save. Okay, save this. And what else? Let's check step number 7. Okay, next.js config. This stage is not, I don't think it's necessary for now. Okay, I don't think it's necessary for now, including the middlewares and other things. Okay, so we will continue with other things later. Okay, for now we are going to create a simple page. Okay, this is a simple page. I don't think it will need other things. Okay, so I think we are ready to run our page. Okay, to run our project. So npx how to run a Next.js project. npm run dev. Okay, npm run dev. Okay, I'm inside the right folder and I'm running this. Okay, cool. Okay, so please don't mind about any other things that you see which might not be in your project. Things like these pro users, priority access. Don't mind about those things as long as you've got this one. Okay, which I believe you have. And that's about it, guys. You have managed to set up Mtt Components. Okay, so now we are going to get into the magic. Okay, how simple it is to make use of Mtt Components. Okay, how easy is it going to be going forward to boot up some Next.js projects? Okay, and that is it. So let's just go to localhost. Okay, and let's see. So now somebody is playing music and it's playing very loud from next door. Okay, so I would like to assume you can hear the music in the background. Okay, so obviously I have to pause the video and see what I can do. Okay, but let's just see if is this project running. Okay, so if you can see some sort of a background noise, please bear with me. Okay, please bear with me. It's one of those things that I cannot control, and at the same time I don't have to some sort of cut the tutorial in the middle where it doesn't really make sense. We don't know what's going on and what are we going to do in the next video. Okay, so as you can see, guys, here is the Next.js projects. It's working fine. Okay, so now we can call it a Mtt component project. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm thinking of pausing the video, but at the same time the sound now it's getting lower and lower and lower. Okay, which gives me the at least a chance to continue. Okay, I think I just have to be a little bit faster. Okay, so guys, let's go to our page and let's delete everything. Okay, as you can see, RAFCE. Okay, RAFCE. Why this command is not working as I want it to? So as you can see, in case you might want to know what's going on here, let's go to extension. I am hoping that I'm on the right place. Which extension is this? It's it's ES7 or React. Let's type Redux here. Yeah, here's it. ES7 Redux. Here is the extension. So if you want those code snippet, you can come and install this extension so that you can quickly create these pages. So let's just save this and see what will happen here. As you can see, guys, we are presented with a blank page. That's what I was expecting also. Okay, so let's test Mtt component to see if everything is working according to how we want it to work. Okay, what we need to do, let's just go to Mtt components and let's check the theme toggler first. Where is it? Where is that component? Mtt theme toggler, is it here? Okay, carousel. Let's see, where is my theme toggler? Yeah, is it under Mtt styles? I don't think so. Mtt code snippet, no. Do I have a theme toggler as a component? This is Mtt avatar. All right, let's see. What am I going to do now? Don't I have this as a component? If not, why I have missed it? That's okay. Looks like I have missed that. So what am I going to do? I think theme toggler, it's just a simple component. I would like to think so. It's not complicated, okay? I don't think it needs a lot of things. The only thing that it needs first, this must be a use client, okay? This must be a use client, and then let's type here mtt theme toggler. Mtt, let's just type toggle. mode toggler. I think it's this one, guys. Okay, my apologies. This component was supposed to be here so that we can almost like do copy and paste. Okay, so my apologies about that. As you can see, guys, this is my first version, so obviously, I'm only human, so there are some mistakes along the way, which this component was supposed to be there. Okay, that's not much of a problem. Let's check if it works or everything works well. Where is my component? Let's see. As you can see, guys, here is it. Okay, as you can see, guys, here is it. Okay, so I'm going to change the documentation. Let's go here. Okay, I'm going to change the documentation. I will include met theme toggler here. Okay, let's see if this will change. As you can see, guys, since you are using Mtt Component, everything just works well. Okay, you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do anything. It just works. Okay, so that means we are done with step one. Let's check our mockup. Okay, we've got this one. So now we need the avatar. Okay, we need the avatar. Then again, we can just come here and look for Mtt avatar. Okay, as you can see, first of all, you need to import these components. I must import these components first. That means you just go to the import and click paste. But never used. Okay, it's true. We haven't used this component first. And then from there, I think this is a Mtt avatar. Okay, component dependency, Mtt avatar. Let's copy this JavaScript code. Okay, in case you are hearing a background noise, my apologies about that. Okay, so now what we are doing here, we are creating avatar items. Okay, in case you want to know what are avatar items, these ones. Okay, what else do I want to do? Okay, now I need to add the actual component. Okay, let's copy this and then let's come here and edit. Okay, Mtt avatar is not defined. Okay, here is Mtt avatar is defined but never used. So isn't this the same avatar? Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay, now I see. Okay, now I see. I think I've just made some naming problems here. This is Mtt avatar as MATT. Okay, this was my old way of naming things. The new way of naming things, it's this MTT. Okay, so let's just check if I've updated everything. Even when we are importing, it needs to be MTT, not MATT. And even here, it needs to be MTT. I'm thinking everything would works well. Okay, MTT already included the file name MTT. Okay, I will check this later. Let me just save and see what will happen. Okay, let's go back to here and see what will happen. As you can see, guys, okay, our Mtt avatar is working just fine. Okay, what else do I want? Do I have an image in my Mtt avatar? Let's see. Okay, let's say instead of this user, let me toggle the theme. Instead of the user here, let me just say profile. Okay, I just want to show you how do you customize this. Okay, let's just say profile here. Okay, your URL image here, as you can see, guys, this is my URL image here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to Google Matthew Msingati. Okay, and then I'm just going to click on this image. Okay, let me copy, not the image. I want the image URL. Okay, let's see. Let me go back. Check images. Okay, I think copy image address. And then I'm just going to paste this here. Okay. Let's see. Do I have to do it this way? Because when I do it this way, this URL image, according to Next.js, it might not be registered. Okay, but this is too long. This is too long. Okay, this is very, very, very long. Let's see. This is too long. Let me click undo. This is supposed to be just a URL, not Okay, let's see. Copy image address. Let me paste the image address to see. Yes, this is shorter. Okay, this is much better. Okay, obviously Next.js is going to complain that the URL is not listed in the URL, whatever, but you will see what I mean here. Okay, and we will fix that. Oh, okay, fine. Now it's not complaining. Okay. Before Next.js used to complain when we are using an image from, let's say, a different domain. Okay, but now it looks like it's not complaining. I'm happy with that. Okay. What else can we do now? Let me teach you about how this works. Okay. Here, this is going to alert something, and here, this is the logout route. Okay. So I'm not going to talk much about the logout route because I'm not going to implement it, but I just want to show you how this works. Okay. This Mtt avatar, I've created this component in such a way that it takes some item, it consumes some item, okay, which is avatar item, that list of items, okay. So here is an avatar action. If you want to, you can add an avatar action, meaning that, what can I say? Mm, a step, or what can I say? An instruction to be performed. So avatar action item, it's some sort of an action to be performed. So instead of alerting something, let's just console log something. Okay, dot log. Let's say avatar action. Okay, I want you to get this. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let me delete one of these. Everything is working well. So what will be this action? Let's say console log. Okay, I'm just giving you an idea of how to edit this. Suppose there is console log here. Okay, as you can see, guys. So when I'm clicking this console log, something, suppose an action will be performed. Okay, and that will a console log. Let's see. As you can see, guys, avatar action. Okay, show you again avatar action. Okay, so at the moment I'm not about, what can I say? I'm not about like demonstrating this in details. Okay, so let's continue, guys. Let's check our mockup. Okay, we've got this, and we need this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to, suppose I go back to my, what can I say, to my artwork, to my Figma file. But now I am not sure if I still have this Figma file here. Let's see. If I'm going to get this Figma file, I hope I have not lost it. Okay, I hope it's still here. This is not what I want. Okay, so what I can do, I can go to my Figma files, and then I have to search for this project. Okay, my apologies about that. But in the meantime, we can do something else. Meanwhile, it's loading. We can create this top bar. Okay, how are we going to do that? First of all, let me just type div here and put all of these inside a container. Okay, and then let me use class name. Okay, bg gray. Okay, let me just put bg gray here. Okay, let's see, is there a difference? Okay, let's see, is there a difference? As you can see, guys, okay, this is bg gray. Okay, remember I told you that in this library, okay, I've got an opinion as to how do you deal with your own colors. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to color what? Oh, not for now. Okay, this was just for me to, what can I say, to see my top bar. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to start with the Mtt avatar, which is this one, and after that I want the Mtt toggler. Okay, but it looks like visually we are starting with the Mtt toggler than the Mtt avatar. Let me just check that. What might be the reason? As you can see, guys, nothing changes. That's not much of a problem. Okay, that's CSS. Okay, So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use what can I say, a class that comes with Mtt avatar, which is Mtt center. Okay, this will display things, flex and center things. Okay, so for now I'm not going to explain much about this. As you can see, guys, okay, it has just display things, flex, and it has centered them. Okay, still I want this toggler to be on the right side. Okay, where is it? This is Mtt avatar. Let me take Mtt avatar to this side. Okay, okay, I'm hoping that now these will switch positions. Okay, as you can see, guys, now everything is working well. So if you might ask, what is this? Where is it? This Mtt center. Okay, this comes with Mtt components. Okay, what else do I want to do here? I want to put these guys, okay, these two guys, as much as, let me highlight and clean my code. Let me format it. Okay, so as you can see, these guys, these two guys, they are inside their own component. Okay, in a way. Okay, even if I can remove this background gray here. Okay, so what I want to do at the same time, I want to put these guys, okay, inside another component. Okay, inside another what? Let's say another container. Okay, so let me just press P here, a P tag, and type logo here, assuming that I'm creating something like a logo. Okay, for now that will represent a logo, let me say. So as you can see, we've got the logo here and we've got these guys here. Okay, now let's go back here and also again put a class name bg gray. Okay, just for us to see what's going on there, we might as well put Mtt center. Okay, to display things, flex as a row and center everything. Let's see what will happen. Okay, as you can see, guys, everything works well. Let's work on the height as well. I would like the height to be, let's try 100 pixels. Okay, go back and let's see. I think it's a bit too much. I think 90 will do. Okay, I think 90 will do. I'm happy with this. At the same time, I need to override some Mtt center styles. Okay, this is Mtt center. It centers things. Okay, so now I need to override some of the styles which are here. How am I going to do that? Let's justify between. Okay, let me show you something that you need to always know when you are dealing with the Mtt center. Or this is just a CSS tricks. Okay, justify between. Let's see what will happen. As you can see, guys, nothing happened when we're justifying between, simply because according to CSS, if you've got some styles already that are here, okay, and you want to change them here, you just need to put this important. Okay, also please be aware that I will use CSS and Tailwind interchangeably, which I know it's wrong, but behind the scene, Tailwind CSS is using CSS. Okay, so please bear with me and understand what I mean. Okay, so this is a Tailwind way of putting important. Okay, so that this can override something that is inside here. I hope you do get the point. Okay, so what do I want to do? Okay, I want to make sure, am I recording? Yes. Okay, let's go back here and see if are there any changes. As you can see, guys, now that we have justified between, these two guys are almost on the far right and this logo is on the far left. I think this looks more or less like this. Okay, it's just that here we have a logo and on the actual UI we don't. Okay, so we've got also another Mtt what can I say, we've got also another Mtt class, okay, which is, let's see, I forgot about it now. It's Mtt padding, I think. Okay, so let's put Mtt padding small. You will see what it does. Okay, now, okay, suppose it puts a little bit of padding here and a little bit of padding here. Okay, so instead of us, like, what can I say, putting padding left and padding what, okay, I decided to create all of those styles for you. So just observe what will happen as the screens get smaller as a result of that Mtt padding effect. Okay, let's check here. As you can see, guys, this has changed now. It's a little bit smaller. Okay, let's see when it's increasing. As you can see, guys, now it increases. Okay, this is because of that Mtt pairing. Okay, I'm happy with this. I think the only thing that I need to do now is to go to these two guys here, Met Avatar, and inside the Met Center, I just need to put a gap here. Okay, so one might ask why, in terms of the gap, you don't have the important symbol. Okay, simply because the Met Center style, okay, doesn't have the gap. So in terms of the gap, you can just put the gap as it is. Okay, as you can see, guys, we've got a nice gap here. Okay, maybe our UI, as you can see, there is a big gap here. Okay, the reason is it's because of uh Figma. Okay, Figma. So we don't really have to have this gap here, if I can be honest with you. Okay, so let's click here. I'm happy with this. Let's click here. I'm happy with this. Okay, what else can we do for now? Since we need to get this logo from a Tailwind file, which maybe I might have lost. Okay, so let's just continue and deal with the avatar. Okay, we will deal with this logo later. And I'm thinking, and also I'm thinking, what am I thinking? Okay, I'm thinking we need a white background, or I need to remove this gray. Okay, let me remove this gray. Okay, because it was just there for testing. Okay, let me remove this gray. Check here, guys. Okay, after removing this gray, okay, let's check our light and dark mode and see where we are in terms of light and dark mode. What will happen? Let's check to dark mode. So as you can see, guys, because of you are using Mtt Component, it looks like things are taking care of themselves. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, these components, they change automatically. Okay, so I wanted to remove all the stress from you of light.
Hey guys, my apologies for disturbing. In case you didn't know, we've got a course at Udemy. If you are watching this on Coded Design, I also got another YouTube channel for teaching you Figma, and that channel is Coded UI. In case you want to be updated by everything that we do here at Coded Design, please check the link in the description below to our Substack newsletter. Thank you so much. I hope you are enjoying.
In dark mode, as you can see, even this text, it's automatically changing. Okay, cool. Enough about that. Let's go to the second step. Okay, what do I want to do now? All right, what do I want to do now? I want to go to the Met carousel. As you can see, guys, this is Met carousel. And in terms of Met carousel, you need to first design your images. Okay, as you can see, guys, these images. Okay, you need to first design these images. So what am I going to do? Let's see. Do we have inside Met components? I don't think we have those. I don't think we have those. So what I'm going to do, let's first, guys, design these. Okay, so it looks like we still have to go back to the project that we are not sure if it's still there. Let's see, but I think it's still there. YouTube thumbnail, that's not what I want. I think this is this a project that I want? It's this one, as you can see, guys. Okay, this is the one that I want. This is the one that I want. Okay, my apologies for that delay. I think this is not necessarily a project, but this is not a project. This is a prototype. I don't want a prototype. I want the actual project. Okay, not a prototype. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back. My apologies about this. All right, let's see, where can I locate this file? Let's see, page one. What about this one? 4 hours ago, it might be this one. Yes, might be this one. Okay, my apologies about this, guys. Here is this file. Okay, here is this file. So what we are going to do now, we are going to create these images for our carousel. Okay, so we can go to the documentation and see what is the spec. So we need to create a component which is which with the dimensions 960 by 161, that's not a trains mesh. I can delete this one. So I can come here and type here 960 by 161. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, and then let's go back to the documentation. As you can see, if we can have a width of 585, let's go back here and just type here 585. Let's see, 585. Okay, it seems like this is a safe area for our image. Okay, we already have an image, right? Which is this one. Okay, so let me just copy it and then let me paste it here. Okay, is it me or what? As you can see, guys, okay, I've pasted it here. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take what can I say, a shape. Okay, a shape like this and make it white. Okay, and then I need to some sort of use a gradient. Okay, let me make this white as well because everything needs to be white. But this white needs to be transparent, as you can see. Then from then I'm going to push this to this side. This white, I'm going to push it to this side. Okay. I hope you do get what I'm trying to do here. Okay, let's see. I'm going to check here and then move this a little bit. It's not what I want. Okay, this is what I want exactly. Okay, but I wish I can handle everything and move it something like this, more or less like this. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this more or less like this. Happy with this, and then let's see. Okay, I think I need also another color here. Okay, and this color, which is here, which one is it? I would like to assume it's this one. Let's check. It needs to be a little bit whiter, as you can see, guys, so that this can blend. Okay, I'm happy with this, and this doesn't have to show. Okay, I'm happy with this, guys. Okay, this is my first screen, and then duplicate this. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go to what? To Google and just type fruit. Okay, I'm just going to take some sort of random fruit images, something like this. Okay, something like this, and copy it. And then what do I want to do? I'm going to come back to my Figma, then double click here until I get this image. Where is it? Why don't I reach this image? Let's just go here, open here, the rectangle. I don't want the rectangle if I can be honest. So here, how do I change this image? Okay, let me just cut this one and double click and see. It looks like I don't see the image. Oh, okay. The image, it's in the fill of this entire frame. That's not much of a problem. I think I can also click here and click paste. Not really. Okay, I want to fill this with an image. Let's see. Okay, that's not much of a problem. Let me do it differently. Let me do it differently. I'm just, my apologies about that. Just going to cut this, and then I'm going to remove this fill here, and then let me fill it with something else. My apologies about that. Let's go back here, copy this and fill it with something else. Come here and paste, fill it with something else, as you can see, guys. Okay, I'm happy with this, and then I'm going to copy this and paste it as it is. My apologies for that small delay. As you can see, guys, so duplicate this, come here, where is the fill, remove it, and then come back here, fruit. Just check any random fruit image, wait for it to load. It looks like the quality is not as clean as I want it to be. Let me choose this one instead. In fact, I can copy it even if it's not that clean. That's not much of a problem. And then where do I want to be? I want to be here. Okay, as you can see, bring this down. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, so this means that I've got some 3 templates here which might work for my slide. Okay, so I'm going to take this one. Let's say this is going to be slide 1, SL1. This is going to be SL2, slide 2, and this is going to be SL3. Okay, let me click here. Export as JPG. Done with this, come here. Export as JPG. Then come here, export as JPG. Okay, guys, that means now we've got our images. Okay, we've got our images. So can't I pause the video and make sure that I sort my battery out to avoid having to some sort of terminate the video while we are on an interesting phase. Okay, let me just pause the video. I'll be back soon. Okay, guys, I'm back. Thank you so much for waiting for me. As you can see, now my laptop is charging. Let's continue, guys. Okay, so that means we've got the images here. Okay, so what we want to do, let's just import the images. Okay, let's just import these images on our project. We copy all of these, copy this, go back to our project, and then we need to create, where do I create the public folder? I think here on the root folder. Let's just type here public, yes. And then where is that public folder? I'm going to type here slides. Okay, then inside slides I'm going to paste these. Okay, as you can see, guys, simple, right? Okay, now let's go back here. Okay, let's go back here. Let's see, what do we have to do? We need to first, this component has got its own CSS. Okay, this component, this slides component, so that these animations can be possible. Okay, if you didn't copy my own, what can I say, my own layout, which is that step number somewhere here, if you didn't copy this, there is no need for you. If you didn't copy it, you need to add this CSS. But if you have copied it, if you have copied this as I instructed you to, that means we've already imported this. Okay, so let me tell you what I mean. Okay, so you might add this if you have not used my layout. If you've used my layout already has this, so we are going to skip it. Let's get into the usage. So here is the component. So we can copy this component as it is, which will give us more or less something like this, and we're just going to change the images. So let's copy this as it is, and let's come here. We've got this one, and then we've got this. Okay, let's paste it here. Okay, do we have the import here? I think the only thing that I have missed here is the import, but it's that simple. It's not that difficult. So when you are here, you can just on Windows, click here, okay, on this Mtt carousel, and press Control and press space. Okay, it's going to tell you import this on Mtt components. That's what we want to do. And then you can import the buttons as well on ShadCN UI at component UI. Okay, and suppose that is all. Let's check what's the complaint. Met avatar already included the file name. I don't think this is much of a problem. Okay, let me save, guys, and see what does this template has. Okay, let's see what does this template has. All right, and then let me make this a light theme. Okay, it looks like we do have something here. We do have a slide here, but I am not sure if it's exactly the way we want. I'm not sure about that. Okay, as you can see, guys, we do have something. Let's see what we can do. Okay, let's add the images. Okay, so we know that we've got the public folder, which is, let's say, the first image. I think we are going to do this, and then slides, and then slide sl1.jpg. If not, let's just confirm. Yes, this is JPG. Let's just save and come back and check here. Are we going to have the image? Let's see. Let's wait for this to move and see. Are we going to have the image? It looks like I have put the image on a wrong place. You see here, I have put the image on the avatar. Okay, I'm thinking that was a mistake. Okay, let me just click undo, save. This is the avatar. Okay, let's go to Mtt Components, and then let's add this here. Okay, one, and then let's add on the second one, and just change this number to 2. Where's the third one? Okay, let's see when we've got the image, how is it going to look like? Okay, but suppose everything just works well. As you can see, guys, everything works well. Happy with this. Okay, that was Mtt carousel. Okay, I think that is it. Okay, we can change these as we want. Let's go back to our component. Okay, freshness delivered straight to your door. The reason why I can't read this is because on the previous tutorial I copied it from ChatGPT. Okay, so I was not writing it. This is not my own brain or knowledge. So I think let me type that instead. Don't I have a file where I can just copy this? Okay, where I can just copy this and go back here on the first slide. Where is the first slide? Okay, this is Mtt carousel. We've got some slide here. We've got an array. As you can see, we start with an image and there is JSX here. So our JSX is this. This is H2. I don't think I need H2 here. So let me just make a paragraph and then type this. Okay, obviously something will complain, which is, let me just remove these ticks first. Okay, and I think everything is working well. What do we have here? Order now. Let's just type order now here. All right, let's see. Go back here. The first one, suppose it has got order now here. I'm happy with this. Okay. Obviously there is something that we haven't finished doing here in terms of the themes. Okay, as you can see here, there is an orange color that you don't really know where is it coming from. That is Matthew's opinion, and I'm going to help you with that. Okay, so let's go back to our button here and see why it has got rounded. As you can see, guys, this button has got rounded. Let me remove the roundedness so that it can be like this. Okay, the other thing, let me just here, class name, margin bottom. Let me put margin bottom of 5 so that there could be a gap between these two guys. I'm happy with these guys. Okay, feel free to come and edit this as you wish. Okay, we know that we need to work with these colors. Okay, let's check here. All right, what else do we want to do? Let's work on the colors, but I wish I can. Okay, let's work on the colors. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here and check my primary color. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is my primary color. I'm going to copy this. And then how do we work with colors in a Mtt component application? Okay, in a Mtt application, let me say. Okay, so we need to go to, is it Tailwind config? Nope. I think we need to go to components, Mtt components. We need to go to styles, and I think it's CSS. It's Mtt CSS. Okay, here on Mtt CSS, as you can see, the orange color, it's this primary color. Okay, the orange color is this primary color. Let me first help you with that. Okay, so if you can change this to the primary color that you want, let's go back and see what will happen in our own project. As you can see, guys, so this is the primary color. Okay, so when you hover over here, this displays some sort of a secondary color, okay, or some sort of a different color. Okay, so what we are going to do here, guys, if this is primary, as you can see, guys, this is the lighter version of primary. This is the light version of primary. This is the lighter version, and this is the dark version, and this is the darker version. This is the hover version. Okay, so let's work on the hover version. That means I'm going to paste the same color again, and I can click here on Visual Studio Code, and I can choose a lighter color when I'm hovering. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is how simple it is to work with colors on Mtt Component. Okay, easy peasy, guys. Okay, as you can see, now we've just changed our hover color. Okay, let's what else do we want to do? Let's just change those different shades, since, like, what can I say, it's easy for us to do so. Okay, so what we are going to do here, you can use your own discretion. If you've got your primary color here, what could be the light version of your primary color? So let's just paste here. And then what could be the light version of your primary color? For me, this could be the light version of my primary color. Okay, and then copy the light version again and go to the lighter version. Okay, which is from the light version, I can make a lighter version. Okay, something that is a bit lighter, as you can see. Simple. And then from then, if I've got the primary color, primary dark is the same primary color, but it must be a bit darker. Okay, happy with that. Primary hover, I'm done with it. Our secondary color is what? Okay, let me stop here for now. Okay, about secondary colors. Okay, let's just click here. And let's see. As you can see, guys, this is our primary color. Let's check. This is our dark version. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, so obviously for now, these colors, they don't show up, but you will see as we are using the components, those colors will show up. Okay, so I like the light version for now. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. Okay, I am happy with this. Let's go back to the mockup and see. So the next thing that we want to do, we want to create the featured products. Okay, let's create the featured product. So how are we going to do that? First of all, we need to create a container. I think so. Let's go back to the page. Okay, let's see what else do we need to do first. We've got this slide. What can I say? Filling the entire area, and I'm happy with that. But we've got this, okay, with some padding. Okay, so let me create a section here, okay, with this padding. Okay, so let's go to the mockup. Is that the case? Yes. If this fits the entire edge, this doesn't, as you can see. So let's do that. What else do I want to do? I want to come here and check. This is my last div. I'm happy with that. Then let me create this div that will hold the bottom content section. Okay, class name. Let's make the width of full, just to make sure the width is width of full. And what else do I want to do? Okay, I want to here in this container, let me do like this. Let's put another div, which is going to be the colored one. Let's say class name, let's say BG gray, something like this, and the width must be full as well. Okay, this is inside this container. Okay, I want to show you something. Isn't suppose that we have something here. Let's say the height is going to be 300 pixel, let's say. And also let me just type here test. All right, let's go back here. As you can see, guys, okay, so as you can see, this test is inside a container. Okay, let's go to that container, and in that container, let's just use the mat padding again, mat padding, which is small. Okay, let's see what will happen. As you can see, guys, this will align exactly on the same place with this one. Okay, so as we, what can I say, as our screen goes down, this will automatically change. As you can see, guys, now this padding has changed. Okay, so I hope you do get that. Okay, what else do I want? What else do I want? Let me close this. So I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this guy here. And then what else do I want? I want to come back to my mockup and see. Okay, this is what I have, and as you can see, this is not like straight. There's a gap here which we need to consider. So what I want to do, I want to do MT, which is, sorry, padding top, PT, right? Yes, let's say padding top of 5, and let's see what will happen. Okay, as you can see, guys, there is a gap here. It's not as big as that one, but there is a gap, and I'm happy with it. Okay, so instead of 300, let's make this 250. Not 205, 250. I'm happy with that. Let's see. Not 25, 250. All right, am I recording? Yes. Okay, let's see. I'm happy with this, guys. Okay, so now in terms of coloring, let me check the dark mode. Do you see that this color doesn't blend well with the dark mode? Okay, if you look at this dark mode, guys, let's work on it. If you look at this dark mode, it doesn't really, it's a nice color, okay, but it's a default color that came with Mtt Component. Maybe you might want to have your own darker version. For instance, let's go back here. Maybe you might want, let me just make an example. Okay, when you are working with your own dark version, you might want something like this instead. Okay, as you can see, this is leaning towards this dark, what can I say, this dark green. Okay, that's what you want. You want almost something like this dark green. So what you can do, you can copy this, and let's go to your, is it Tailwind config? Not really, it's this Met CSS. Okay, let's scroll up here and look for dark. As you can see, the base version for dark, it's this one. So if we can change this, this then means that your own dark will change as well to be like this. As you can see, guys, now you've got the dark that you want. Okay, as I've told you, I've got some opinions on how you are supposed to some sort of style your application to make your life easier. Okay, so as you can see, this is the dark version that you want. We've got the light version, and we've got the dark version that you want. So here, why this dark didn't change, so it means that these colors are not sampled from this dark. So let's just continue with the dark system as a whole. Okay, what do I mean by that? As you can see, guys, we need to also change these things. Okay, so we've got different shades of this dark. Okay, so I think these shades are becoming lighter as time goes by. Okay, and then we've got base shades darker. Okay, so if this is dark, okay, as you can see, guys, if this is dark, then we've got darker here. So how are we going to make sure we've got darker? We're just going to take this to almost like this. Okay, this will be our darker. Okay, I hope you do get what's going on here. So what we want to do also here on the dark phase, which is this one, okay, we're just going to create different shades, okay, which are becoming lighter as we go down, something like this. Paste. Okay, this is a shade which is, maybe here I might not see properly here on Visual Studio Code. Okay, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, I need to create different shades of this, but 6 of them. Check here, guys. Okay, check here. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, and these shades, I would like to believe they will be on top of this dark, okay, in most cases. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this. Okay. Okay, this is my dark. Okay, on top of this, I want a lighter version. The first one, as you can see, guys, a little bit. CV, Control D to duplicate it. I hope it is duplicated. Why this is not duplicating? Control C, Control V. I think it has duplicated it, as you can see, guys. And then I'm going to press Control Shift this one and Shift A. Okay, and then from then I'm going to have, what do I want to do? This is the fill. I'm hoping this is the fill that I want. Yes. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is a bit lighter than this one. If this is in a layout and I'm pressing Control D, suppose this happens. Okay, so when I'm here, and then I'll change this to be a little bit lighter again. As you can see, guys, I hope you notice these little different shades. Okay, and then I'm going to come here, make this a little bit lighter. Okay, duplicate it and then make this lighter. Okay. So the idea here is to make these different shades, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's copy this as the first one. Come back here. This is the first one. Okay, and then come back here. This will be the second one. Okay, this will be the second one, and this will be the third one. This will be the third one. And then this is the third one. And then what else do I want to do? I want the fourth one. Okay. Nothing matters much here, guys, as long as you are happy with your different shades. Okay. You don't really have to copy the ones that I did exactly. Okay. Okay. We still have 5 here. Okay. Let me duplicate this and then come here. Make this a little bit whiter. I think this can work. And then I'm going to copy this and copy it to here. Okay, so let's see the impact of this on our theme color. Okay, let's go back here. Now, as you can see, guys, okay, these things, they conform to our own theme color. As you can see, guys, everything works well, beautiful. Okay, now I think everything blends well together. Okay, and then let's go to the light theme. As you can see, guys, we've got a perfectly working light and dark theme without any extra effort. Okay, so now let me introduce you to some other layers which now it looks like I forgot. Can I get those in the documentation? I'm not sure if we have. Let's go to matte styling tailwind. Is this what I want? No. Okay, let me go there. I think I will remember what I want. Okay, so let's change this color, guys. Okay, let's change this color and use some sort of a style from the Mtt component, which is Mtt, let's see, alpha. Okay, let's start with Mtt alpha and see what will happen. Okay, let's start with Mtt alpha and see what will happen. Okay, as you can see, guys, I think this is a nice color. So Mtt alpha, it's like a light gray or a tint. Okay, so it always tints the background color. Okay, it always tints the background color. Okay, let's say we want let's say, what else do we have? Mtt alpha 2. Let's try Mtt alpha 5 and see. Okay, as you can see, guys, I think I'm falling in love with I think I'm falling in love with Mtt alpha 5. Okay, I think Mtt alpha 5 can give me what I want. Okay, in dark theme, I like this. Okay, so let's say on light theme, how is Mtt alpha 5? As you can see, guys, Mtt alpha 5 looks exactly like this, more or less. Okay, why am I not using a color? Remember, I told you Mtt component comes with theming as a default embedded in it. Okay, So I hope you do get that one. And what else do I want to do? Okay, I'm done with this. Let's see. Now I need to add this product. First of all, let me just add this featured product. Featured product, yes. What else can I do? Can't I use? No. Now let me just do this as it is. Let me type here. I think this is going to be a row or a column in a way. This is going to be the first row and the second one. So these are arranged in a column fashion. So what I can do here, I can first, let's say put a, is it a P tag here or an H? Let me try H5 first. Okay, I'll type here featured products, featured products. Let's see what will happen and how big is that going to be. Okay, this featured product, it's a bit bigger. So my H1s are a bit bigger. Let's try H6 and see. Is it going to be smaller? Yeah, I'm happy with this. Okay. This is somewhat perfect to me. Okay. Feel free to make your own changes and changes as you wish. So I'm going to put this inside a span. Okay, so that I can style it. Okay, and then from there, let's put a class name. And then what about the background? I think this is a primary color. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to type BG. Since we're using Mtt components, I think we've got a BG pry here. BG pry, this one. I think this is going to give us the primary color. So whenever you want to use your primary color, you just use that BG pry. Obviously, as you can see, guys, I've used a BG of which I'm supposed to do a text, okay? So you just use this pry, okay, to get that color. Let's see if is that going to be the case. Yes, okay. And then what I want to do now, I want to put bold. Okay, font bold, I think. Font bold. Okay, let's go back and see. Is this going to be bold? Yes. Let's go back here. Featured products. I'm happy with this, guys. Feel free to manipulate it as you wish. And then what about the padding? Yes, we do have the padding there. So let's go to this container. This one with the alpha. And then let's put a padding of 4 and let's see how is that going to be. Okay. Let's try 8. Okay, we need some padding there. Right, I'm happy with this, guys. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want these. Okay, we want these. So let's go to Mtt images. Mtt image, right? Yes. Okay, as you can see, this is what we want to put there. Okay, so how do we do that? We first import Mtt image. So we copy the import and go back here to the imports. Click save. We have not used the Mtt image, of course. So these are all of these in different ways. Okay, that's not what we want. We want one of those, which is this one can work. Okay, so let's take this Mtt image from here. Okay, go down, 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 down. Where does it ends? Am I lost or what? Where is the beginning of the first Mtt image? Oh, okay. I think if we can take this one up to here, up to here, I would like to believe this is the beginning of a new one. I'm not really. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Okay, good. I think this code starts from here. Okay, this code starts from here. Mid center gap 1. I think this code starts from here. So let's copy this as it is and take it to where test is. Where is that test? Where is that test? Let's see. Here is that test. Let's just put this in a container. Okay. Let me just, I don't think I need these hearts here. I don't think I need the hearts. I really don't need them. Okay, do we have any problem with the Mtt image? Except that I am going to need these images, okay, which is the fruit images, I think. Okay, obviously for now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to use a lot of images. Let's just type April here. Okay, April. Let me just take this. Okay, let's see if I can use this URL. Is Next.js going to allow me copy image address? Is Next.js going to allow me to do that? Because before it allowed me to do that. Okay, it didn't ask me a lot of things. So let's go back and see. Okay, div expected JS identifier, class name, heading, justify between. There is something wrong with my CSS styles. Okay, match center. There's something wrong with my CSS styles. Where? Let's just check. Unexpected token div expected JSX identifier on the app page. Match center. Spelling. Isn't there anything wrong here? Okay, let me just click. Okay, let me just remove this. Okay. Yes, I think there is something wrong here. I think there is, as you can see, guys. Okay. There is something wrong. Maybe I might have missed another div, let's say. Okay, so let me try to do this. This is just a quick fix. Okay, usually these works sometimes. Yes, as you can see, I might have missed a div there. Okay, when I was doing my copy and paste. Okay, let's see. Is Next.js going to allow me to use that image? Invalid SLC prop host name. As you can see, guys, this is what I said it was not going to allow me to. So let's solve this problem. Okay, so we need to go to our documentation to set up, and then let's go to tailwind config. No, we need Next.js config. Okay, let's just copy this and paste it on the Next.js config. Where is Next.js config? Here, Next.js.config. We're going to highlight everything and paste this one. So what we want to do here on the host name, we want to check, it's telling us that this host name is not there. Where is that host name? Let's check. I think here is this host name. Okay, we just need to list it there. Okay, and then from there we are going to list this host name here, and that is it. Okay, let's refresh here and see. Let's refresh and see. Suppose everything works well. Okay, after that, this enables us to use images from external domains. Okay, so Next.js wants to be aware of those domains before you can use them. I'm not sure why it's taking some time. Let's see, this is not supposed to take long. Okay, but it's fine. Let's just wait for it. Okay, let's see. Suppose everything works well. Okay. Okay, as you can see, guys, here is this component, and here is also the image. Okay, as you can see. So what I want to do here, can I make this smaller? Let's check. Can't I make this component a little bit smaller? Let me go back here. So if I want to make it smaller, let's see, the height is 200 and the width is 300. So let me make the height 150. Okay, let me make the height 150, and let me make the width 200. Okay, let's see. I'm hoping this is going to be smaller. 100%, I'm happy with this. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, so what we want to do here, we don't really need this base layer. We don't need any text there. So as you can see, here is this base layer. I think I can just remove this as it is, all of it. And then here, instead of no value, We can just type here April. Let's say it's 250 rands. Okay, let's go back here and check. All right. I think this is exactly what we want. If we can go back to our prototype here, click here and check the prototype. You can see that this is exactly what we wanted, okay, in terms of the prototype. Okay, let's see. My apologies about that. In the meantime, let me just copy and paste this. Let me duplicate this. Okay, because okay, I want more of this, the other one, and the other one, and the third one. Okay, let's see how is it going to look like. Check here, guys. Okay, we've got April here 250, banana here, whatever. Okay, so I'm not going to get into more details of these. Okay, there is really no need for me to do that. So as you can see, these guys now are arranged vertically. That's not what we want. So we want to go to the container. Okay, I think this is the container. Okay, class name. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use my Mtt Center. Mtt Center. Okay, let's see the impact of the Mtt Center. As you can see, guys, okay, exactly what we want. And then what we want to do, we want to put a gap. Let's say a gap of 5. Let's see, a gap of 5. I'm happy with this. Okay, feel free to change these images as you wish. A gap of 5. And then between this guy and this guy, is there a gap here? I don't think there is a gap. Okay, so Mtt Alpha, the Mtt Alpha doesn't even have a Mtt Center. Okay, let's Mtt Center this. Okay, and let's force it to be column. How do you force it to be column? By flex call. Okay, let's see. Battery is running low. It looks like I'm not connected. Okay, guys, it looks like I'm going to be forced to some sort of summarize. Okay, so let's just put a gap of 8 here. Let's say a gap of 5. Okay, on this flex. So between these two guys, suppose there's a gap now. Okay, I'm happy with this gap. But I don't want to center things because this Mtt Center will center things, okay? So what I want to do, I want to force, let's say, item start, not end, item start. Okay, if it's not items, then it's going to be justified. I want these to be aligned to this side. As you can see, guys, I'm happy with this. It looks like we are winning, guys. Okay, this is more or less like this, and we just need this bottom part. Okay, let me just quickly do it, guys. Okay, let me just quickly do it since we are already running out of the battery. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, then I'm going to use class name of Mtt Center. Sorry, class name of Mtt Center. Okay, Mtt Center, I'm happy with this. The width of full. Okay, I want the BG to be pry. Okay, BG pry, this one. And what else do I want to do? Let's set the height of, let's say the height of 90, let's say. Okay, the height of 90 pixel. I'm happy with that. Let's see, do we have something there? Somewhere here. Okay, I'm hoping for that. 100%, guys, we have it. Let's check. Is it? Yeah, what we want. I'm happy with that. So what we are going to do, we are going to go to Mtt Component and look for Mtt arrow text. Okay, this is Mtt arrow text. I'm going to copy the import. Okay, let's import Mtt arrow text here. Okay, and then let's check how to use it. I think I want this one, the first version. So let me copy the first version and let me put it here. Down, and let me put it here. Okay, let's see. Suppose this will be here in the center. It's here. It's somewhere here in the center, of course, but not exactly doing what we want. Not in the color that we want. Okay, so let me put a secondary color here, because it looks like the color of this is what can I say, it's that green. Okay, as you can see, guys, our secondary, it's still the old one, so we need to go to Tailwind config, right? Not really. Mtt CSS. Let's look for a secondary color. Let's see, primary. And as you can see, guys, our secondary color is not what we want. So let's just quickly do some minor adjustments, and let's make this as a secondary color, something like this. Okay, as you can see, this will change to this, and now we have this, but it's spreading across all of this. This is not what we want. Let's quickly contain it. Okay, let's put it inside a container. Why don't I have a div here? Okay, as you can see, because I'm putting it inside a container, and I am going to define the width of this container to be 200 pixel. Okay, let's see what will happen to this guy. Suppose it goes here to the center. Okay, maybe instead of making it 200, let me make it 100. Okay, and what is the text in here? View specials. Okay, 100 is too small, make it 150. Title is view specials. Okay,